Hello, lovies. Welcome to episode 86 of the Jazzie Conversations with Jazz podcast. As you know, I am your host, Jazz Bennett, mother, educator, educational leader, host, and so much more. If you are hanging in there, you know that you are live with me on this Monday, July 3rd, 2023. I want you to go ahead and tell me where you are watching from. And I also want you to tell me how your Monday has been. You are under a rock if you don't know that Mondays are bae when it comes to me. I absolutely love Mondays. I love the fact that it is a precursor to help you go ahead and recharge and reset your intentional goals for the week. And so I left you some motivational encouragement. I shared some of them with my line sisters this morning, some of them who we have a little pact where every Monday we are going to give motivation to one another. So I want you to get you a squad, get you, you know what I'm saying, your bros together and just uplift one another and celebrate, new starts, celebrate new goals and accomplish them. Like reach in and do some check-ins throughout the week. I would say maybe Wednesday, do a quick check-in and say, hey, how's your Monday going? Hey, how are your weekly goals going? Are you crushing them? What are you doing? So on this fantastic Monday, I also want to tell you how you can partner with the Jazzie Conversations with Jazz podcast. I got a slew of inquiries this week pertaining to ways to spotlight businesses on my podcast. And so, good news for you, I do offer partnerships in the forms of you advertising your service or your business with me, and it's very easy. All you have to do is send me an email at Jazzie, that's Jazzie, conversations with jazz at gmail.com. So same name as the podcast. Email me and I can tell you about your pre-roll opportunities to have a pre-roll ad on my show, a mid-roll ad, and also a post-roll ad. I would love to help you spotlight your business and see the traffic that it will help you get to your business, right? So today is episode 86. And so this special guest goes by the name of Zanjia Zow. Zanjia Zow. I kept saying Zoe because I want to make her Haitian so bad. We're going to find out her nationality in just a second. So my special guest for episode 86 is Miss Zanjia Zow. And so with the tagline of her business, like, what's a sleigh without ZK? You know that this special guest has her own unique flair. I've watched her for some time now, and so she piqued my interest, and I'm like, wow, let me see what she's all about. Like, I want to have a very good conversation with her. So Zanjia Zow is the CEO and founder of Z's Couture Beauty, better known as ZK Beauty. When she started, this was just a hobby for her. And so we can always turn our hobbies into our passion and also into our purpose. She is self-taught when it comes to being a makeup artist, okay? In May of 2019, she officially registered her business. Her artistry led her to also starting a face painting business for kids because she loved the joy that incited when she would do face painting. So we're going to get into that as well because y'all know I love the kids. So we have makeup artistry. She is registered with her business. She has the license to do face painting, but she didn't stop there because she took her artistry very, very serious. And so she also got into beauty and into skincare. And so what she did is she dug very deeper into the industry, and she learned that venue. And so she is also a licensed facial specialist in the state of Florida. And a little birdie told me that she also likes the microphone just like I do. So I cannot wait to chop it up with her when it comes to this hosting thing because I absolutely love playing with it. And so she'll be coming on momentarily. So I'm looking at you guys and I see that some of you are sharing with me where you guys are coming from. Some of you still have to do that. So if you are in the comments, I want you to make sure that you tell me where you're from. You know, like let me get in your sauce and all that good stuff. So hi Zanjia, how are
Hey
you?
Jasmine, I am doing well.
So how has your Monday been?
Whew, girl, my Monday it's been good. I traveled this weekend. I had a long weekend. It started on Thursday. Friday, I went to the CEO experience in Tampa, Florida, which is amazing. A lot of bosses, a lot of black businesses, and just people in leadership of color. So that was super fun and very interesting. And then from there, Saturday, I had a wedding with 8 faces from 8 to 4:30. Like, knocked those out, jumped on the road. I had a family event in Georgia, so I just been traveling. I've been going. I just made it back home today. So I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. Got to get back home and get ready to do this interview because I'm super excited.
I love it. I love that you are excited. I'm excited. Like I've been wanting to talk to you. Like I've seen you at various events. You know, you always show up very, glamorous, very confident. But the great thing is you always show up with a smile and you're always sweet. And so I love someone who has a great spirit. So thank you for exuding that because I feel like that's your signature. I feel like that's the most important thing when you are approachable, No mean girl vibes there, so I appreciate that.
No, mean girl vibes. I'll try to be everybody's friend. I want to be everybody's friend. I want to network and connect with like-minded people, and it's too much room and I got too much positivity to exert negativity. Like, I already be having a lot going on in life. I don't have time for that.
I know that's right. Listen, we ain't got time for the negativity at all. Listen. So I'm going to start the show off very, very smooth, very easy. Just, the first thing that comes to your mind, say that. This is a segment that I like to call 21 Questions with Jazz. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You never know what it's coming from. Look, you know, like when a woman is like, oh, she like, ooh, let's see what we're gonna talk about.
Say something when you sent over like, hey, I want to invite you on my show, and I was just like, heck yeah, and then like you didn't give me no questions, just like this is what it's gonna be about. So be ready. I was just like, Lord, what is she gonna ask me? Whatever it is, I'm gonna answer it and give it, the honest answer. Hey, it is what it
is. Yeah. So listen. So don't be afraid, and I'm gonna give you just a little insight into the show. So my whole method with interviewing is I find that when it's more so of an organic conversation, because if you are a great interviewer, your listening skills have to be like up to par. Like they have to be, you got to be able to remember, you got to be able to bring it back, when it's the opportune time. So I found that in doing these interviews, when it's organic, it just flows better. Like I before never even used to come up with questions. And then I was like, let's do a little 21 question thing. I love, 21 is my favorite number, get that little spin off a 50 Cent song and let's just rock with it. So that's where this came about. And so it's just a slew of random questions. And sometimes the questions change depending on your answers. So they're really easy questions. Some of them are thought provoking, but then some of them are just like, it's just like, oh, I can answer that one real quick. So for instance, question number 1 is, what is your nationality?
I'm American.
You're American. Listen, I tried to make you Haitian, girl.
Listen.
I was calling you a Zow and everything. I was like, Zanjia Zow is going to be a I never said it out in public. That's why I was like, give me the phonetic spelling of your name so I will not butcher your name. So you are American.
Yes. My mom and dad are both black. Now, my grandfather, he's my step-grandfather, but he's been in my life since Pamper days. And that's all I know. My real granddad passed away when I was like 3 years old. But my grandfather is Jamaican, so I call myself a fake Jamaican because I've been raised around that culture, the food, just him and his lingo, his tone. Like, so I try to speak a little patois here and there.
Give me some. Just give me a few, like a short phrase.
My favorite thing to say is "what going on?"
That's
just like "what are you doing?"
I love it. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, look, you had me fooled because I'm like, for sure, she is from the islands. I don't know, you just have this vibe about you where I literally, girl, I really made you Haitian or like Jamaican. Like, what is that about? I don't know where that came from.
I am fake Jamaican all day. I claim that. Like, I am fake Jamaican. And I do know a lot of Haitians. My best friend was Haitian in high school, and like I was round as those. So when the song came out, tatted on my chest because I'm a Zow. I'm in the tatted on my chest because
I'm trying to tell you.
and my last name is pronounced Zow, but every person first and last name has been butchered since I was a kid. So they always say the Zanjia, Zanjia, Zanjia. They mess it up. It's been messed up since the beginning. But it is Zanjia Zow. So thank you for asking how to pronounce it, because people butcher it all the time.
My name still gets butchered to this day. So I feel you. And that's why it was so important that I got your name right. Because I was like, I know how that feels. And I hate when people like butcher my name. So I got you, girl. All right. All right. So listen. So the 4th of July is coming up tomorrow. So do you have any plans for that?
So, tomorrow's the 4th. I said I'm gonna go to the beach. That was the plan. Hopefully that plan follows through, but who knows? I am doing makeup tomorrow, so y'all, I really don't want to be in the sun. Book a appointment with ZK Beauty. Come through, come get your makeup slayed, come get cute for the late night activities, because I think there's some things going on around here in Polk County for the 4th of July, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So you are a beach girl? Because I'm a beach girl to my heart.
I love the water. Every year for my birthday, I try to go tropical because my birthday is in February. Okay. So I always try to go tropical. This year I turned 30 and I went to the Virgin Islands all by myself, girl, and it was a blast. Like, I love the water.
All by yourself?
All by myself. Like,
listen to. Okay, do tell us about this trip to the Virgin Islands by yourself, because I like you even more. Like, when I say I will go out by myself so fast, like, so now you're going, to other provinces by yourself. That's a whole nother experience. So tell us about your trip, your solo trip to the Virgin Islands. Was it your first solo trip? How was it?
Yeah, it was my first solo trip all by myself, just doing everything by myself. Like, literally didn't know anyone there. And I had a blast. Like, I went there. My birthday falls 2 days after Valentine's Day. So I went there and just balled out, met people, interacted with people. I was kind of scared at one point. Yeah. I was like, oh man. Because I taxied around and I had a lot of people that was like, are you here by yourself? I'm like, no, I got people at the Airbnb. They waiting on me. Exactly. Like, But it was so fun. The culture there is amazing. The food. I walked the streets, girl, literally just walking the streets all by myself on the side of the road, chilling, vibing out. Like, it was amazing. I did the underwater sea trekking, looking for the billionaire money, Right. But it was an experience of a lifetime. I would recommend every person to take a solo trip somewhere, whether it be in the States or out the States, just to get away, free your mind, free from people who know you, and just experiencing life. Like, I love to travel. So doing it by myself for my 30th was so big. I
love it. So you just turned that dirty, flirty, girly 30, huh?
Yes.
Girl, I remember the day. Like, I still remember what I did, like, for my 30th birthday. 30 was something different. 30, in your 30s, I think 30s is going to be the funnest era. Now, I'm in my 40s. I'm in my early 40s. In 40s is Bay too. But when it comes to, like, I feel that last era of you kind of being in between, you're on go all the time, no responsibilities, and just living life, finding out what life is in your terms. 30s is that era. And so, yeah, like, I love the advice that you gave, Big Z. You have Big Z going on in the chat right now. I love the way that you said that everyone should at least take a solo trip. So I'm loving that. That says a lot about you, though, that you are willing to take a solo trip. So I got to ask you, your birthday is 2 days after Valentine's Day. Was it like a trip where it's like, okay, I'm not handcuffed right now, I'm going to go and just have fun? Or was it just really just like about you? Like, it wasn't like a get back thing. It was just like, I'm
It
going to
was
celebrate my birthday.
it was both.
Listen,
For sure, it
listen,
was both.
listen.
People, personally, people know I was in a
Yeah.
relationship not too long ago, like last year, and after that relationship, things just started to flourish and change. Like my mindset changed. I wanted more. I wanted to level up in life. So for my 30, I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna live it up. Like 20s, they had them 20s. These 30s, they belong to
I know
me. They belong
that's
to
right.
me. I'm going for everything I want, desire to have. God is putting it all on a plate for me to eat. And I say, God, keep me hungry because I just want to be, a better version of myself than I was in the 20s. My 20s it was fun.
Yeah.
But these 30s going to be, it's this grown woman era right here.
Yes.
This is a grown woman era. So I'm doing everything like that I want to do, but with class and dignity and confidence and things like that nature. So, yeah, the 20s, they had them. These 30s, they mine.
They're yours. I love that. I absolutely freaking love that. And I want you to hone in on that, stay true to that, because I'm telling you, like that's really where that growth spurt in life is going to happen. Like the attitude that you have right now, I'm so elated to hear that that's your mindset.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, I like her even more. I like her even more. All right, so let's backtrack.
Okay.
Let's backtrack a little bit. So, like, when you were growing up, did you consider yourself more so like a tomboy, or were you always into makeup and beauty? You were a girly girl. What was your descriptor as a youth?
Okay, so growing up, I am the only girl, the youngest. I have two older brothers. Well, really, I have more than two older brothers, but I have brothers. And I literally was pretty much by myself. I have a lot of girl cousins, but girly, yeah, fast, a little bit. Tomboyish. My mom in elementary, she would definitely dress me in boy clothing because I was chubby. So, but I was a jack of all trades. Like I play with the boys and get rough, and I'm from Waverly, so I get rough.
Go ahead, Waverly.
Waverly. I play with the boys.
For everything, because Lord, I haven't met somebody from Waverly in so long. But okay,
I'm glad you met. I put it on for my city.
Okay.
I'm from Waverly, and I played with the boys and just hung out, and we dug in the dirt, ran and played in glass, and just weird kid stuff, ate dirt, did the most. But I've always been a girly girl too, because I had baby dolls and I love to play the hair, tea parties. Yeah. Makeup didn't come then. Like it came, the way it came too is so crazy. I was in an abusive relationship, and I'm not afraid to speak on that because it's a lot of women that go through that. I was in an abusive relationship, and I had a black eye. And so my grandmother, she gave me some Mary Kay makeup. And if y'all know anything about makeup, Mary Kay from like way back, way back. She gave it to me, and it covered up my little black eye. I was able to still hang out. And I was like, didn't nobody know? My dad didn't even know that it was a black eye I had. So from then on out, I just started getting into it more, and I was like, this my passion. This is my calling.
What was it about it?
Just the fact that, first, I love to just be creative. I love art. So just the fact that I could just go live and show people my creativeness and my artistry and transform from basic to enhanced, transform from basic to baddie real quick, and the people were loving it. And so that's how I started just going live on a consistent basis and showing off my artistry. And from there, I just started doing other people, and they trusted me. My family, they was orange one day, they were allowing me to mess their face up and just talking about me crazy, but I did not give up on it because I knew this was what I really wanted. I just kept growing and growing, and I'm still growing. So that's how it all came about, though.
Okay. I love that. And so I saw in some of your pictures that you had a shortcut. And listen, when I had my shortcut, I almost had my shortcut, I think probably my senior year of college. And then it just followed me, for years and years. I was honey blonde and all of that. So my question is, long hair or short hair? Which one? What was your best era?
Long hair. What? I love long hair. So here's some more tea, cause Jasmine, you is pulling these answers. I love it though. I love that they get to know me on a different level. So I had cut my hair shortly after getting married, and I loved my short haircut. Like I really did. I was just, hey, I love to change my hair. Some days I'm blonde, some days I'm purple, some days I'm burgundy. I switch up the hair. If anybody knows me, they know I'm gonna change my hair at least. My hairstylist, she loved me because I'm coming to her chair on a regular basis. Like, but the short haircut era was definitely a fun era. That was thick Z. That's what I call her, thick Z.
I love it.
And chopped it all off and went natural from there. Like,
yeah,
it was a era for sure. I would never cut my hair again, though. I would never.
Really? Like, listen, I think about it all the time. Like, I loved my short hair, but like right now, I'm just like you. I'm kind of like in a flowy girl season. Like, I have wore braids for a long time, but I'm like, look, I'm gonna get into some more curls. I'm digging the burgundy right now, and so I feel that hair is another accessory. Like, you ever just put on an outfit and you're like, I want to wear my hair like this with this outfit. Is that how you kind of get ready?
Yes, 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 and yes. Wigs galore. Like, oh my gosh, this beauty industry, from hair to lashes to makeup to enhancements, it's like, I love it. I love to accessorize. My saying is, when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you look good. So I just love to always look my best, even when I don't feel my best, because it helps me feel my best.
Right.
So I switch up the hair. I love hair. Hey, who knows what I'm gonna look like next week? I might have box braids or some straight.
I know that's right. It's an evolution. It's the evolution. All right, and so I love something too, because beauty is something that makes me feel good as well. But music is something that also makes me feel good. Like, music is therapy. Music is like a love language to me. I saw DJ Bush was in the comments just a few minutes ago, and he's like, "What's a slave without ZK?" So he said your tagline. Period. So, you got your fan club in there. So I want to know if I don't know, give me 3 songs that you are vibing to right now.
So on my way home, I'm gonna tell you, I was jamming. I had the trap jumping. I was in my feelings. So I played Project Bitch. Excuse my language, but I played Project Bitch by Cash Money, because if you haven't seen that Tiny Desk concert by Juvenile, y'all
Listen.
Oh my God.
Only all week.
I was like, yeah, me up. I'm in the car, the traffic, like, yes. Other music, I love music too. Like, music, like you said, it speaks to my soul. Like, I literally have music notes tattooed all over me.
Yes.
But what other song I listen to that got me in a chokehold? Free Your Mind. Free Mind by Tim. That literally got me through a lot of dark nights after my breakup. Like, it really got me through, for real. So Free Mind, that's a classic. That song will never get old. What other song?
So we did the trap. We got Free Mind. We're at Free Minds by Tim's.
And I love gospel music too.
Okay.
My favorite gospel song is Blessed by Fred Hammond. I turn that song on, girl, and I promise you, I get crunk like I'm at the club. I'm churchy. I'm turned up for Jesus. So Blessed, that song right there got me through a lot of tough times too. So those are my three. Juvenile, Project Bitch, Tim's, Free Mind, and Fred Hammond Blessed. So you can see I'm versatile.
I was gonna say, you're versatile. That's all it is. You're well versed. So you win there when it comes to music. I like
good, and I'm gonna fit in good. Take me to somewhere nice and elegant, and I'm gonna fit in good. Take me to church. I'm gonna praise the Lord and fit in amazingly well.
Of all seasons, I'm trying to tell you can take me anywhere. I absolutely love it. I love it. So we're gonna come back. I'm gonna bring it back to just the personal side of you. And so, what's something about you that most people don't know? Like they would be probably surprised to know this about you. What's that one thing?
That one thing. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty open
Yeah.
for the most part. I mean, on Facebook and stuff, I don't put a lot out. I put out my business, of course, but
Yeah.
the stuff that have me down now, I don't share that because I let the Lord deal with it for me and move on.
Right.
Something somebody don't know.
Or maybe a misconception. What's a misconception that you hear about yourself and
That
you're
I'm
like, no,
a
that's not me.
mean girl.
That you're a mean
Because
girl.
yeah, with it, like I guess in high school. Now in high school I was different Z. In high school I was a different Z. I ain't gonna even lie. And I apologize if I rubbed you the wrong way in high school because that Z was childish. You know what I'm saying? That Z was not this Z today. Thank God for growth. But I have like sometimes I have that resting bitch face and people misconstrue that. Even at work, they be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I'm chilling, like I'm just chilling. But they used to see this big old beautiful smile, so sometimes I have to like, yeah, let me smile more. But I smile all the time too. But yeah, I get that misconception that I'm a mean girl until they get to know me. They're like, "Oh, she cool. I'm a vibe. I'm a whole vibe."
I don't understand Z. Why they always misconstruing us, man? I get the same thing. Where is that coming from?
They used to see these beautiful smiles, and when we don't show it, they think it's something wrong. It's like, no, I'm trying to relax my smile muscles. That's it.
Yeah. Like, nothing's wrong with me. I'm good. I'm good.
Are you okay?
All right. So listen, you were just nominated for an award. And you want to tell us about that? Tell us about this nomination.
Oh my God, you gonna make me cry. Okay, I'm still shocked. So when Portia Allure, shout out to Portia Allure, because yeah, she did her big one. Like I've never met her until then.
Really?
And yes,
Oh,
like
wow.
and so just to even her opening the doors to Polk County creatives, because we're all creative in our own way, and just open that door to say, hey, who does your peers feel like is good at this? And to be recognized by my peers, I was just like, I was on cloud nine, girl. Listen, I got the news about this. I was on my way to Boston. I was going to go see a Boston Celtics game, like literally on a one-day trip. Went there, and that's another story. But anywho, so when I got the news that I was nominated, girl, I was in those people airport turned up, like, yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. That Meek Mill song, Nightmares and Dreams, came on.
Yes.
For real. So I was just super.
They told me to get them, and I got them.
I was super happy and just it brought so much joy to my heart because my mindset on doing makeup was never to turn it into a business. It was really just something, a hobby for sure. Something I just love to do. I'm buying makeup, don't know what I'm buying, but I'm gonna try it out. YouTube said buy this, and I'm gonna purchase that, and I'm gonna try this look until I get my niche on what I want to do with it. And it just skyrocketed so to just even have the recognition from the people of my county say that Z's definitely need to be in the top 3. I didn't take home the award. The award winner was Jira. Shout out to Jira. She's a young entrepreneur, young MUA that is killing the game out here in Polk County. She did her big one, like came through and So just to even be up there with other talented women of color, we all were of color. It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. I relive it all the time. That's why that post is pinned on my Facebook, and I don't even think I'm gonna change it. I'm not gonna change it because my fashion designer Trishay, shout out to Trishay. Trishay, like, you're being nominated. I'm going to make you this dress. And I was like, okay, do your thing.
And that
she had me look
fantastic. I loved it. Like the color, the the asymmetric. I mean, it was just like, okay, come on,
Like,
G.
I felt like, listen, if I was a celebrity that day, I was a celebrity. I felt celebrity status for sure.
Yeah.
It was amazing. My mom was there supporting me. My friends, like, they were there supporting me. So just to even just have that recognition, it still feels so unreal. And I'm just so grateful for all my supporters, the ones that like me, the ones that don't, the ones that say go Z, the ones that say I love
Yes.
all the love, hate, all of that. Thank y'all.
I love it. All of it. I absolutely loved it. And so, congratulations on your nomination, because like you said, that's a big thing because you were nominated by your peers. And so I think that should tell you that people are watching. Like, even when people don't even let you know or show you that they're watching, they are watching. And so I love how you use your platform, to promote your business and to show growth and just keep it up. Like, I really want you to keep it up, even on those days where the views, the likes, the comments, they don't seem like they're coming. People are watching. All right. So just let that always be a testament to that, And so I just wanted to ask you about makeup a little bit before we dive into your comeback story and all of that good stuff. And so what's your secret? Like, a lot of celebrity makeup artists, a lot of makeup artists, period, they have something that they're known for. Like, I went to a makeup artist and he's known for his feathered eyebrows. I went to another makeup artist and they're known for eyes, like eyeshadows and all that good stuff. So if you could coin the Z look, ZK Beauty, like what's your signature?
So people say they love my eyebrows. They like, I love the way you do eyebrows, but my signature look is a natural. This is it. A natural, just 1-2 contour highlight, a little powder, and go.
Yeah.
It's giving day or night.
Yeah.
So that's my signature look,
Yeah.
and I don't really try to put myself in a box on what's my signature look too at the same time. I just say, I could do it all. I
Yeah.
do whatever fits my clientele, but definitely the natural slay, the natural soft glam slay. That's where I love to stay at. But I do love to get creative too. If people, some people just love that soft glam natural look. Look, you.
Like, because I'm glad that we have like I don't know, I would say like maybe a before, after, or whatever. Like, I love makeup. And actually, like, I used to dabble into makeup, but it was more so like on the theater side, because I took a class, like my minor was theater in college. And so we had to learn how to do makeup. We had to learn how to create fake scars. We had to learn how to just do like a lot of makeup, right? And so when I came home, I wanted to play with people's faces, like like when I was reading your bio, I was like, yeah, this kind of reminds me of what I did too. And I just remember one classic, like I just remember doing like my friends' I did like 5 people makeup, and I'm like, y'all want me to do your makeup? Like, I love makeup, but as you can tell, like I did their faces, but me, like I don't have on. I probably did like a powder. I probably did like a little red sponge that you get from the nail store. So to kind of help with the shine a little bit. Like, I didn't put on like concealer or any of that. Threw on some lashes, some little eyeliner, did a little bit of my eyebrows, and did me a little roo. And I'm like, look, I'm good. So I'm like, I'm glad to see. And I did that kind of for a reason, but I was like, I'm glad that you came with a soft look, because this is a soft glam look that you really could wear every day, because like you said, it does phase into day and it does phase right into night as well. So what would you say, as someone who really doesn't like makeup, but they want a face that's like yours? Because, and I'm talking about me, and maybe some other people too. But like, what would be your advice? Like, what are some go-to products where it's like, hey, start here?
Okay, so you definitely want to start with getting some lashes. I feel like lashes open up the eye, or a good mascara, a lip combination for sure. And what else? What are some other lashes, lip combo, brows? If
Yes.
you're like those are the main focal points: the eyes, the brows, and the lips. People are gonna look at that immediately when they look in your face. If you're like, I don't want to do too much, do that. Those are the top things you want to do to just give your look an enhanced look really quickly.
So let's talk about brows, because some people get it so wrong when it comes to brows because they're going too dark or they don't know the proper makeup items to get. So the perfect brow, what do you need?
You need a precision brow pencil. That's the little skinny one with the little skinny tip. And you definitely you don't want to do black. I see people that do black, and that's more so for people who are trying to do a real bold look, but just something natural. You want to do either a cool brown, a natural brown, do brown. And always understand that brows are sisters. They are not twins. So one brow may arch a little bit more than the other one, and that's okay because when you talk, look, your eyebrows just be raised, so they go to looking like twins anyway. Right. So just keep practicing at it. You have to practice at the brows for sure. Like, it takes some time, and if you want to get perfect brows, just keep practicing at your brows and get the perfect precision brow. I like to use the e.l.f. precision. It's affordable. It's real affordable. It's really nice and slender. Like, you can make little fake hair strokes. So get that brow pencil. That's the e.l.f. one. Shout out e.l.f. I need a PR.
Listen.
PR me, please.
Listen, because I'm like, add space, baby. That's all I need.
Free products.
Right. Right. Come on, Fenty Beauty. Come on, Rihanna. Come on, Riri.
All of y'all.
Every single one of them. What kind of so one of the final questions is just like just a personal question. Like, so what kind of concealer would be the best for eyebrows? Because I know, like, your concealer for your eyebrows and also underneath, like, it's always supposed to be a shade lighter. Like, is that the science to it?
Yeah, 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin. And some good brands. Starting out, I always use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I still have them. They will never die with me. I will forever use them because they're good. They're thick, creamy, and they're affordable. They are affordable. Another one that I love now is the e.l.f. e.l.f. is like the dupe, the lower brand to Tarte.
Yeah.
Tarte is good, but honey, when you're a makeup artist, you got to. And when you doing makeup is expensive. So find things that are giving the same quality as those high-end brands. A lot of time you're paying for the name. And there's nothing wrong with that because, y'all gonna pay for this beauty brand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But definitely trying to stretch your dollar. So LA Girl Pro Concealer, e.l.f., their hydrating and matte concealer, the camo concealer, that's what it's called, and Tarte. Those are some really great concealers to use.
Okay, perfect.
One lighter for highlighting and 1 to 2 shades darker for contouring.
Contouring, okay. And so contouring is going to be for your eyebrows, and then the concealer is for your under eye. All right. And so one thing that attracted me to hear your story was when you started picking up that microphone. Because I always pay attention to people who say that they like to host or they want to be a host for a show. And so I'm like, okay, let me pay attention to her. So tell me about the first time you ever picked up the microphone.
In church. But so hosting has come about this year.
Yeah.
And truthfully though, I've got on the microphone at other like vision board parties. Shout out to Lindsay for allowing me to speak at the vision board party back in I think it was 2019, 18, something like that. And but this year is really flourishing. I said I made a vision board then. I'm not just a makeup artist. Like, I love to talk to people. I got a big mouth for a reason. Yeah. And I'm going to use it for the good and the uplifting of me and my brand and my people. And so this year I was given the opportunity to host DJ Bush's Jokes and Jams. And when he came to me, I was like, bro, you kidding? Like, I was just like, what? When I read the message, he was like, yo, me and my wife want to send an invitation to you. We want you to host the next Jokes and Jams. So I told my dad, and he was like, no, you sure? I was like, Daddy, I'm for real. And so he started boosting my confidence. He was like, you got to be ready. You gotta be ready. So, girl, we practice at this, and it's just been flourishing. I've had opportunity of speaking in front of other women for a women's empowerment event. Danielle Gibson, her husband, he's the manager at the Lake Wells Eagle Ridge Mall. And so when she was running for commissioner for the city of Lake Wells, and she reached out to me like 3 days prior to the event and was like, Z, I want you to speak on the panel. And I was like, okay, like I'm not declining because I know this is something that I want to do. I love, I already walk in the room and feel like I'm here. So, so it's just been flourishing. And it's been opening up a lot of good doors for me. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about hosting. I've connected with Jason Alexander. Everybody knows who Smart Mouth is, and he just gave me some great encouraging words on this industry. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Like, I will be hosting, I want to shout this out. I will be hosting an event called the Level Up Entrepreneur Expo, July 15th, and that's put on by Kiara. She's from Dundee. She also has a shop called 827 Hair. I love her shop. Got the bed. That's where I got my wig from. Yeah, so hair clothes, y'all can get at her. So that is July 15th, Entrepreneur Expo, and I'll be hosting. And I'm excited about it. Like,
as
I've
you
been
should be.
Back to back. It's crazy. And I'm just
As you should be. And I just want to encourage you to keep going when it comes to that avenue because, like you know that, my whole tagline is all I need is one mic. And so the microphone is my place of solace. It is my favorite place to be. And I feel that anybody who picks up that microphone, you have a love for it, you connect with your audience and all those good things, pointers that you keep getting from people. But I thought that was so dope. I'm like, I love to see that she's growing with this love of hosting because it is a powerful thing. And you can determine the entire mood of everybody in the building that hears your voice. And so it's a magnetic and amazing thing. So just congratulations to you on that. Continue to soar, continue to do your thing. And so I had my 1-year podcast anniversary celebration where I had a live podcast show. DJ Bush was the DJ for it. And so it was last year. And so I've been thinking about it. And I know that I'm going to probably will have a 2-year anniversary show. So my promise to you is that I will make some hosting space, some room for you. Shall I have a live audience, which I probably will. So I will keep you posted on that. You have an open invitation from me. I will create space for you for that. So you are very welcome.
Thank you. Listen, all right. You got me sitting over here. Oh my God. Wait a minute now.
Listen, I'm saying
on your 1 year. Oh my gosh, that is big.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Look, it was amazing. It was a sold out event. And so I'm just looking for something even more powerful. This year, I'm still trying to hear that voice from God on exactly what he wants me to do. So I'm like, before I start advertising, before I start whatever, like, let me get this final word first, So, so I'm like, let me go, let me get there. All right. And so I read something on your page today. And I said, you know what, this will be like a very great segue into your comeback story. And so you have a post on your page that says, the enemy would not be fighting you so hard if you were not destined to do something great. What is that? What does that mean to you when you hear that? Like, what resonates with you when you hear that?
So that it was real personal to me because I feel like I have overcame so many different situations and scenarios. Like, ooh, girl, when I look over my life, like,
yeah,
it's crazy. But what that means to me specifically is when you're on to another level, when you're on to greater things, when you're trying to do good, when you want better for yourself, like, that's when the enemy start to attack you more. That's when depression start coming at you. That's when friends start acting weird, family start acting weird, relationships just start deteriorating. And what it is it's trying. God, I feel like God is The enemy is testing you for one to see, hey, I see you trying to go about your business and level up, but I'm going to keep coming at you because I feel like if I stop and let you go about your business, you got to work hard for it. Yeah. So the enemy going to keep coming. As long as you keep pursuing your dream and keep pursuing better and keep trying to be a better person, he gonna come. Yeah. He don't want nobody that's already wrapped up in him. He wants somebody that's trying to be a better person. The enemy ain't, boy, he ain't playing out here at all. Look, I get serious when I go to talking about it because he is not playing no games. He is really trying to rally up the soldiers, rally up however many people he can, and keep them in a certain mindset of feeling like I can't go on to the next level because I'm not good enough. I can't go on because, oh, I got this going on, but I want to do this, but I got this going on. Like, the enemy is just real busy, and I feel like he be real busy in my life because I want better, but I don't give him no light. I don't try to give him no shine time, because as soon as I give him any light, that's when he get the glory. And I refuse to give the enemy the glory. The glory belongs to God, and he gonna forever. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear how serious I am.
Yes.
When I go to talking about it, I just thank God for keeping me, because the enemy has attacked me time and time again, and he ain't done yet. He gonna keep coming. This ain't like the level that I want to reach. I know he gonna come in all kind of ways. Absolutely. And I gotta say is, put your dukes up, cause baby, knock if you buck, and I'm ready for whatever. Like, I got God with me. I got the armor on. Yeah. He just attacking me, and that's okay. I'm okay with knowing that I trust God in the process of the enemy coming against me, and I'll be great. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be great because I got God with me. So that's what that means to me, and that's why I shared it.
I know that's right. And I'm telling you, like, everything that you just said, it is so on point. You know, there's so many people in the comments that are really, you know, they are feeling what you're saying. They're saying you're preaching and facts, because you absolutely are. Like, a lot of people will look at a person. That's why I even started this podcast, because I'm like, you know, you've got to see, because I used to always have people just come up to me and say, you know, man, Jazz, you are doing a thing, or like, I'm so proud of you, da da da. And they were talking to me and speaking to me at a point in my life where I'm like, yo, if you only knew, I'm almost at my breaking point. Like, if you only knew. So I'm like, good Lord God, like, what are they seeing? Like, they still see this light that you have for me. And so it's just like, and then I kind of spent that thing around, because it's like, sis, what the hell you hating on me for? Do you know how I'm struggling? Like, do you know that I wish that I was in your situation? So let me bring it back to you. For anybody that's hating, for anybody who feels that I'm doing better than them, I think they need to hear some stories. They need to hear some stories from people who look just like you, people that you think, have always had it together. No one has always had it together. And so it's like the whole testimony, the whole backbone of this show is to really show that people have a comeback story. Like, that's what you're seeing. You are seeing them in their essence of overcoming, and people still struggle every single day. Like, you just do not know. You can't judge somebody by what they drive, by what they wear, how their makeup is, how their hair is, how much bread you think they have. You cannot, because we all have something that we've overcome. And so, when you think about something that you've overcome, what is that story for you?
That story is it comes from just allowing a man or men to feel like they got power or control over me. And my comeback story is letting them know, like, don't nobody got power over me but God. And knowing that I am worthy, who I am, and what I stand for. Because like you said, the light that I have, it's going to shine regardless. It's going to shine because I ain't paying the light bill. God is the light. Like, he controlled this light. And it will forever shine because I trust in him and I believe in him. So that's my comeback story, just keeping God first and allowing him to lead me and allowing God to put his hand on my life and guide my footsteps. Because it has been times where I get astray and be like, you know what, I get off social media, or I get off my flow of going forward, and kind of get stuck in the devil's world, get stuck in that, and then I have to realize, like, I'm a child of God, I'm chosen. So I have to keep shining light, because like you said, people are watching.
Yeah.
And I want to be an example to young girls and women that no matter what, if you keep God first, he will bring you out and make your enemies your footstool, and let people see the light that you have. It's all from him. So that's my story. Like, baby, I'm going to smile my way through it because I got God with me.
Yes. And I resonate with you on that. And, when just in conversations, when you're in conversations with your girlfriends or whatever, like we always end up circling back to these dudes, circling back to guys. And some of the lessons, some of the most important lessons that you'll learn as being a woman, it does involve a male. And I think sometimes through our interactions with the male is when we really, really learn what our worth is. However, I know that, and even myself personally, like I've had to do a self-check. It's like, Jazz, like, you're that chick and you know you are. So why in the world did you put up with that? Like, like I've really had to do some self-reflection, and it's just like, why do you want this guy? Like, why do you want him when he's not giving you an ounce of what you know you deserve? And so it's just like, again, like sometimes those lessons, you find your lessons in other people, you find your lessons in friendships that are not serving you how you want to be served. You find, I think the most important lesson as a woman, you find your lessons in the types of men that you decide to entertain. And so what was your lesson? Because I know before you talked about being in an abusive relationship, and we look at you, Z, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're talented. So how did you let yourself get into a relationship like that?
It didn't happen overnight. Like it came about, and once you in it, a lot of people say, how you just let somebody, like, I even have my aunt even ask me, like, you must lie. I'm like, no, it's once you're in that situation and love and all these different emotions are involved, it's hard to just say, you know what, forget you, boo-boo the fool. Like, because not like, it's a lot of great guys out there, but there are some men that will try to tear you down because they intimidated by the woman you are, by the person you, and the people gravitate towards people with a bright light. So some men are intimidated by that. And how I got myself in that situation, I can't tell you how. I was in love, and I was just like on a high of love. Yeah. And once I prayed, because I really prayed, like, God, I know who I am. I'm Big Z. Like, I know I'm that girl. Like you said, I know I'm her. I know this. Help me really see myself for who I am. And he pulled me out of that situation. So my main thing now is always keeping God first, and God will give you the discernment to know who is for you, men, friends, family, jobs, all of that. Yeah. Give me the discernment. I pray for that. Give me the discernment to know what's for me, who's against me. Like, keep me on my toes on what, like, because sometimes what glitter ain't always gold. You know what I'm saying? So that I had no other choice but to get out of it. I thank God for having a praying family, mom, dad, grandmother, like, for praying for me through those times, because it was tough. And I'm not ashamed of it. I've never spoke about it. So Jazzie, like, you was getting exclusive for real. Like, I've never really spoke on it because I just said, you know what, I'm going to write it. And I am. I'm still going to write my book. I'm going to put it in a book for people to read, because it's a lot of details that I want to hold until then. But for any female that's out there that is going through physical, verbal, emotional abuse, men too, because men go through it too. I've been the abuser in certain situations. So if you're going through that, stop, think, pray, ask God, like, God, give me the ability to know who I am, look myself in the mirror and say, you are great. Like, you are beautiful. You are this. Give me affirmations to know who I am so I can get myself together and walk away from this and not feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just so heartbroken, this and that. I mean, you're going to go through the heartbreak, but it'll be a lot easier when God was with you and by your side. And that's who's been with me throughout this journey since then. So, I don't know. It's just like, He God first in everything you do.
Absolutely.
And it'll go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like, because I always say that winning formula to a comeback is God, you know, getting yourself with the right resources, whether they be tangible things or people, and you being able and willing to do the work for yourself. Like those things are the winning formula for adult comeback. And so, Z, for the women out there who do resonate with you when it comes to that, what are some things that they need to put in their toolkit? We know that we have God in there. And I know that when I did the promo for this show, I noticed that you put a motivational song to it where someone was saying affirmations. And so what is that, like another tool that's in your toolkit?
Yes. Building your confidence. And knowing, just building your confidence. Confidence is key. Knowing, like I said, know who you are. God. Another thing, put people around you or have people around you that want to see you do good. Mm-hmm. Elevate your circle. Put people around you that's doing good or on a higher level than you, so they inspire you to be at a better level. Don't just, it's nothing wrong with taking your friends with you or just having people around you from childhood, but at some time too, you got to have people around you that's on a higher level than you so that you can get to that next level. So they can, because you got to be around people that know other people.
Yes.
And know people in higher spaces than where you at, you know what I'm saying? So that God, I don't know, just God, confidence, affirmations, praying, meditating, reflecting, not trying to watch somebody else and just sitting in your situation and thinking back like where I was and where I am today.
Yeah.
Because if you fuck
Z, what's your
where you was yesterday, that's the level up in itself.
It is. It is. And so I asked you a question within that, but I'm going to go to the point that you just made. The point that you just made, you're absolutely right. And so when you said that you pinned that post about your nomination, because for me, I would think, yeah, you need to see that every day because that's your lesson to go higher than that. Like, you are your own competition. And then, like, that's a reminder to you as, okay, I'm here. So now what's my next step? And so moving into that, the question that I asked was, what do you feel is your purpose? What's Z's purpose?
My purpose is continuing to minister because I feel makeup for me is a ministry. I have people come to me and they confide in me. Like, when they sit in this chair, it ain't just sitting here to get their makeup done. I'm going to talk to you. We're going to figure out what you plan. Why are you getting your makeup done, for one? And what you got planned, you know, and a lot of times you unfold what people have going on. And just me being an encouragement to other women to go for what you want. Go after what you want. When all else fails, go after what you want. When they tell you no, keep going. When it don't feel like it's getting there, keep going. Keep going for what you want, because eventually you're going to look back and be like, dang, look at where I wanted to be and look at where I'm at now. Look at where I thought I would. You know, if you keep going forward, you're going to keep going forward.
Yeah.
Like, if you keep in drive, you're going to keep driving. Don't put it in neutral. Don't put it in reverse. Keep it in drive.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And so in the terms and in the spirit of keeping it and putting it in drive, what I want you to do, Z, before we wrap it up, is I want you to give a recap. Actually, here's what I want you to do. I don't want to put like a man at the center of our growth or anything like that. So I'm not going to ask you about your ideal man or the man that what a man looks like when they approach you. So I'll save that question. So what I am going to ask you is, I want you to describe the Z that you are now. With all of the growth up until this point, who's ZK? Who's Big Z? How would you describe yourself?
Big Z is a burst of energy. Big Z and ZK is a friend. Big Z is someone that you can hang out with, turn up with, and have a good time, and give you inspiration and motivate you and give you encouraging words. Big Z is just someone who loves life and is looking forward to just continuing to grow. And like I say, like, I'm not existing, I'm living because we're not getting these days back. So that's who I am. Big Z is the biggest. No, just kidding. But yeah, Big Z is just someone who's trying to be an inspiration to her little cousins, her niece, her nephew, her aunties, her mom, her dad, like her family, her friends, her social media friends, her Polk County people. Like, I'm just somebody trying to
You better
continue.
shout out Waverly. People watching you from Waverly.
Hey, come out, y'all. I'm just somebody trying to just show you like that it don't matter where you come from, it matters where you're going.
I know that's right.
So,
Say that.
I'm going towards greatness. I'm destined for greatness. And that's who I am. I'm greatness. I'm chosen. I'm God's child. I was created in his image. And I will forever be great because I have God with me and I'm just me.
Yes.
I'm me.
I love it. I love it, man. Like, I just hope, I hope this interview opens tons and tons of doors for you. I hope it gives people an insight, to who you are. I hope it encourages someone. And I really thank you so much because I feel that this conversation has been, really dope. A lot of people, before they come on, like they're nervous or whatever. I'm like, listen, it's going to be a conversation. I promise it's just going to be a conversation between you and I, but everybody else is going to be watching. But it's going to be a conversation between you and me. So I think you did such a phenomenal job. And, like, I'm interested in what you have going on next. Like, you're going to end up doing my makeup sometime soon. So get prepared for that. Like, slide me in. Slide me in somewhere. Fit me in. So tell everybody about your businesses and about your hosting engagements that you have coming up and how they can keep in contact with you.
Okay, so if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. My business page is zkbeauty_1. My personal page is double_trouble93. Facebook, Zanjia Zow. And also the business page is ZK Beauty LLC. TikTok, ZK Beauty01. Snapchat, ZK Beauty on everything. Look me up. Google me. I am on Google. Leave me a review. But you can follow me on all those different social media platforms. What I have going on next this month, on July 15th, I am hosting the Entrepreneur Expo. That will be in Winter Haven. That is put on by Brandy Larkin and Kiara. I call her Pie. I don't know how to say her first name all the way for real, but she is the owner of 827 Hair. That's on July 15th. So if you're an entrepreneur or looking to boss and level up, make sure you're there. Following up, I also will be hosting the Jokes and Jams Jokes and Jams number 6. That is August 25th. And then in October, I'll also be at Boss Fest. So make sure y'all pull up. That's October the 8th. Tickets are on sale already for all of these different things that I put out there. Again, that's the Entrepreneur Expo, July 15th, Jokes and Jams, August 25th, and Boss Fest, October 8th. Pull up to those different things. And if you need your makeup done, what's the slay without ZK? Make sure you book ZK Beauty at www.zkbeauty1.me/. Book me, slide in my DMs if you need a facial, if you need me to come out and do a face painting for your child's party. It's the summertime. I know y'all got parties going on. A lot of water parties. But if you got a party where you want a face painter to come out, I'm your girl. And yeah, book me. Book me.
Book her. You hear me? You bet. Look. I'm putting my stamp of approval on Miss ZK. Big Z, not the little Z. Okay. And so listen, for those events, I definitely will try to support as much as I can, but I know I will definitely see you at Boss Fest because I am co-hosting that event. So October 8th, hey, October 8th, I need my makeup done, Z. What's up? You got me?
And listen, hit me while I'm hot.
I know that's right. And that's my birthday month too. So yeah, we're gonna be talking. Get me a little brow contour, get me a little concealer, all that good stuff. My birthday is October 24th. So
Oh, you're not.
I'm a Scorpio.
A Scorpio. Okay. Okay, Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio. Stay on my good side, baby. Yes, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. So listen, thank you so much again, Z. Make sure that you guys follow her on all of her socials. Make sure that you leave her a review on Google. Make sure you book her. We cannot wait for the actual book to come out. So blessings to you, inspiration to you on your journey to making that masterpiece come to life. This has been such an amazing conversation, such an amazing episode. I do not take lightly that you shared something very intimate with me on this platform, because I do feel that it does have a higher purpose, and that is to help someone, to encourage someone, to inspire someone. As you guys know, Monday is Bay for me, and so I will be right back next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 87. This has been episode 86 of the Jazzy Conversations with Jazz podcast with my special, beautiful, talented, and divinely uplifted guest, Miss Zanjia Zow. Make sure that you check her out on all of her socials and all of her upcoming events. And I will see you back here on next Monday. Make sure you tune in, you subscribe to Jazzy Conversations with Jazz. That's Jazzie, Conversations with Jazz on YouTube and all podcast platforms. I'll see you later. Good night, Z. I love it. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.